Well, Motherland was it was kind of weird, because we did it quite different than what we normally do. Normally we try to focus completely on the album, but this time because we had to delay the whole process, we had to record and tour at the same time. We were actually meant to do the album back in May, but because we didn't have the songs, we had to postpone the whole thing until August. So and in August and in September we already had gigs booked and stuff like that, So it was like 4 days in the studio and 3 days of touring, and back into the studio, start all over again, So, and at the end of the day, we got a little delayed. The whole thing got a little delayed, and we had to record at 3 different places at one time. Ken was doing guitars in Sweden or Copenhagen. I was doing vocals in Jacob Hansen's place, and Morten was doing keyboards back at his home in Nobbin Jutland, So that was pretty weird, but I think at the end of the day, the end result got really good. But it was kind of different this time, definitely. Well, I think we sort of tried to, basically continue on the path we're on. I think, when I think about it, in the past when we did albums like Future World, we always tried to, sort of when we did the Jump the Gun album, which came after Future World, we spent a lot of time trying to copy Future World because it was a successful album. But I think what we learned from that is that that's the wrong way to do it, because we already done Pandemonium. So this time we just said, hey, let's write the songs that come natural to us, and however, this is Motherland is still produced by Jacob Hansen. It's still the same band, recently new lineup, but basically it's the same band that did Pandemonium, and I think it's a good continuation of Pandemonium. Maybe it's a bit the album is a bit more, maybe a little bit more moody. I think a little dark. I don't know. That's how I feel. I think overall it's a great album. It's got a lot of good songs, and I think it's even more melodic than Pandemonium is. So everybody in the band is really happy with it. So yeah, definitely. It's just, we haven't changed our musical style, but it's a good album, absolutely. Well, we sort of knew that. It's always when you've had a successful album, it's always difficult to follow it up, because you have great expectations to yourself, and I guess you're very critical. But as I said before, you just got to do your best, and to come up with the best songs you can possibly do, and then get the best out of it, and that's what we did. And this time it was we started writing, and then we took a break, and then we got some of these rehearsal camps, and it came out really good, But we ended up writing the 2 songs or something like that in the studio, But it's difficult because Pandemonium was a great album. I think Pandemonium had the right balance of songs, which which is a lot of times is the key thing. But still, this album has, it's got a lot of good songs that we were all really happy with, So. It's always difficult to follow up a successful album, but I think all you can do is you do your best. And this Motherland is pretty much sounded in 2012. Well, eventually it will be out in 2013, but it was written during the summer, 2012, and that's what we could come up with. I think it's real good, really good. Well, it's still absolutely fantastic. Well, we do have more or less a new lineup. With the band lineup we have today, it's incredibly great being out on the road. We're having so much fun. It's really. It sounds like a cliche, but we're having the same kind of sick sense of humor, and we're just having a real good time. And as long as you're having a good time, that is what it's all about, you know. And I think when we did when we wrote the Pandemonium album in 2009, there was like, as I said previously, there was like a new band spirit, you know. And now we got a new bass player, Shades on bass, and we still got Alan Morton and Hammer, the two old guys and the three new guys, you know. And we're just having a good time. We're really enjoying it, you know. We enjoyed the writing session. We enjoyed doing the album. And we're having so much fun when we're on the road. I mean, it's absolutely still worth doing. And I feel what
worth overdoing.
Worth overdoing, yeah. I feel so much. I mean, I think I feel better than I did since the Pandemonium album. I mean, I haven't felt like this since somewhere in the 90s, really. So the band is really firing on all cylinders right now. You know, we're really hot. So we're happening. Trying to keep in the momentum, so to speak. Well, I mean, what we want to do now, I mean, the album's going to be out in March 2013, and then we're going to do a couple of gigs. We're going to hit the festivals. Then we'll do a proper European tour, and then we've been talking a bit about maybe doing some kind of off-site project in between, but I mean, I can't really say much more about that right now because it's not really decided yet, you know. But definitely we want to, I mean, we just did a good album. I think Motherland is a great album, and we just want to tour with this album for the next year or 2 years or something like that, like we did with Pandemonium, really. I mean, so we just, I mean, that's what this band want to do, is we want to go out and play. Do gigs, you know, go out and, you know, confront our audience, you know. Hopefully get into some markets we haven't been to before, and go back to Japan, and hopefully go to South America this time, and go back to America, and then of course a European tour, full-scale European tour at some point in 2013. Yeah, that's it. That's what we want to do.